Little jazz for y'all this morning on this early morning, Monday morning. I don't own the rights to the music, so I won't get blocked or shut down. Morning. Tag somebody. Share it. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I got my tea. I'm fancy this morning, y'all. I'm fancy. See my tea kettle? I'm fancy. Got my teacup. I'm fancy. So listen, good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's your girl, Cherry Red. Today's Monday, November the 25th. I have such an amazing show for y'all this morning. Such an amazing show. Gonna turn the music down just a little bit. So listen, I want to start this show off this morning by telling you all thank you. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the repost. If you missed the video that I posted late last night, and I'll tell y'all why it was late later. But if you watched the video last night, then you heard that the first show that I posted for Conversations Unplugged on November the 11th, if y'all can remember, I told y'all that was a special date. So with that being said, the special date, that show has already reached 1,000 views. So the show that I posted on November the 11th has already reached 1,000 views. Last Monday's show has already reached 900, I think, 960 something plus views. So I would be a fool to not start this show off today without telling y'all thank you. Continue to support me, continue to share, continue to repost on your social media. Listen, good morning to all of y'all are on. I am on Instagram. My Instagram handle is Cherry Red, CHRYREDD. And I'm also on Facebook. My name is spelled backwards, Adams Cherry. You can find me on either one. So thank you for all of y'all that are supporting me. If you wondered, should I be a guest on her show? Absolutely. Because 1,000 people that are viewing and supporting me, guess what? Those can be the same 1,000 people viewing and supporting you as well. So again, don't forget, you can be a guest on the show. Send an email, conversations with an S _ unplugged at outlook.com. The show is amazing. So this is day 3, like the anxiety or the first show jitters are kind of wearing off a little bit. If you know anything about being live and being on radio or being on social media or being a content creator, a lot of the times you have to talk to yourself. And if you're not comfortable with talking to yourself, then you better get comfortable quickly because you got a show to do. You got a show to do. So thank you all for joining me. And I mean, there are a host of y'all on both of my social media platforms. So for all of y'all saying good morning to y'all. Listen, let's jump right into this because we only got a short time together. Again, today is Monday. We have so much to talk about. I've already covered the thank yous, but don't worry, I'm going to keep thanking y'all later as we go along because my heart is overjoyed. The small team that I have right now, y'all have no idea the way they encourage me, like my family, my friends, my small team, the way that they encourage me to just get started. And when I pushed the date back, because I was supposed to start the Monday before the 11th, but I just didn't feel prepared, so I didn't start. So once 11/11 came and I saw 11/11 was a Monday, I'm like, I'm starting on that day. So If you ever have any fears, any um like any doubts, anything that's plaguing you, listen, you only know how high the staircase is if you take the first step. So if you need some encouragement to start something, you're never too old to start it. Go and Google some people. The guy that started Home Depot, he was in his 40s. Listen, the guy that started Amazon, and look how big Amazon is now. He was in his 40s. So if you or his 50s. So if you need encouragement to get started, listen, let me be your encouragement. Get started. So anyway, on today's show, we're gonna get into some of y'all's mental health. We're gonna talk about Thanksgiving some more because this is Thanksgiving week. Is Monday. Thanksgiving is Thursday. Listen, we're gonna talk about some Thanksgiving stuff. We're gonna talk about y'all's menu because I want to know, make sure I ain't missing nothing off my menu. I ain't gonna give y'all my menu because the guests that I have, I want them to kind of be surprised. But we're gonna have the basics. We definitely gonna have the basics. Um, what's going on in the community. We're going to talk about my weekend. Listen, I didn't watch no sports this weekend. I don't know who was playing, so maybe y'all could tell me if y'all team won. My team wasn't playing, so I didn't watch no sports, and I really didn't have time to watch any anyway. We'll also jump in and see how we can keep our anxieties down, for this week as Thanksgiving is getting underway. Some of y'all, I'm sure y'all are working, so you're trying to figure out, how you're gonna cook, how you're gonna clean. Listen, I ain't judging nobody. If you ain't cleaned all year, this ain't the week to deep clean your house. Clean the surface, clean the bathroom, okay? Clean the bathroom, put some spray in there, put some hand sanitizer in there, put some soap in there, put some napkins in there. Because listen, the hand towel in the bathroom most times is for decoration. It's not for wiping your hands. So FYI, the hand towel in people's bathroom is not for wiping your hands. It's for decoration. So y'all put some paper, some napkins, some something in your bathroom to keep people from wiping their hands on your decoration towels. The towels you're using for your decor. Put some napkins in there so nobody won't keep wiping their hands on it. Okay, FYI. Okay. I'm listen. Tell them you heard it from me. I will be the one to tell y'all. Don't wipe your hands on the towel in the bathroom. It is for decoration purposes only. I know y'all didn't know. I know y'all didn't know. But listen, please clean up. I'm with you. So you please clean up. But I'm telling you, it's not the time to deep clean. It's not the time. Okay. If your blind's not clean, it's okay. Open them up. Nobody will know they're not clean if they open. Listen, it's not the time to clean your baseboards. This ain't the time. You should have done that in the spring. So listen, sweep the floor, mop the floor, clean the bathroom, wipe off the counters, take everything off, wipe the counter, clean the table, put a tablecloth on it. But listen, it's not the time to deep clean. It's not. So if you come, listen, it's not the time. And then some of y'all, if y'all have pets, listen, everybody don't like pets. Everybody don't like dogs. Everybody don't like cats. I get it. And my dog is bougie. Okay. He don't understand. He can't touch and smell everybody. But I'm gonna put him up because I know he gonna be over and on touching on everybody. He gonna be smelling everybody. He gonna be at everybody's feet to see if he can get whatever they're gonna drop on the floor. So put y'all pets away, okay? Don't put them outside in the cold because if you in Atlanta, it's a little cold right now. Like it's 40 something degrees, 50 degrees. I can't understand. But listen, put y'all's pets away. Everybody don't like Fifi. Everybody don't like, you know, come on. Mm-mm. So yeah, y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. I'm not judging nobody. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. And if you fit in here and you right, but you should have deep cleaned 4 months ago because you knew you was gonna host that Thanksgiving, and that's when you should have cleaned them baseboards. Okay, don't force these kids on these breaks this week to clean the baseboards and wash the walls. If you have not washed the walls or clean the baseboards, listen, this is not the week to do it. Okay. Anywho, that is my soapbox moment. Okay, that's my soapbox moment. Um, Today again is Monday. I got some motivational Monday for y'all for today because I know y'all need it, and I promised y'all we was gonna laugh today. I promised you, no crying. We wasn't crying. We gonna laugh today. So listen, my motivation Monday for today. I actually found y'all a scripture because some of y'all didn't attend church yesterday, and I'm gonna say that is, i.e., me. I did not go. So if you didn't see me around the sanctuary, I wasn't there. But I watched and I was there in spirit. Okay. So I do got a scripture for y'all today, Psalms 90 and 17. And it says, may the favor of the Lord, our God, rest on us. Establish the work of our hands for us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. So listen, I found this verse to be a great prayer for Monday morning because we all need, some encouragement. And it asks for God to bless our hands, making our efforts meaningful and lasting. Okay. It goes back to where I said, when you are thinking about starting something and you are on the fence about if you should start it, listen, start, because that verse just said that we are asking God to make our efforts meaningful and lasting. I'm not on here just to be cute. I mean, I'm cute now, don't get me wrong. But listen, I also want God to make everything that I do to be meaningful and impactful and lasting to somebody. And then it reminds me that my work for God matters. So even though I'm going to crack some crazy jokes, say some foul things sometimes, listen, it ain't going to be that foul that I'm still not doing the work of the Lord. Okay. So with that being said, we are in the last quarter of 2024. Okay. So if you need, again, some encouragement to get started, please get started. What are you waiting for? The wait is over. You listen. Martin Luther King said it best, that you don't have to see the whole staircase just to take the first step. And I told y'all that earlier, but look, I wrote it down too. He said that you don't have to see the whole staircase just to take the first step. And I'm gonna tell y'all, the the staircase is a symbol of a way to overcome an obstacle. Let me repeat it. I said the staircase is a way, is a symbol of a way to overcome an obstacle. It connects two places that are separated by a difference in height and makes it possible to get anywhere. So when you start at the bottom of the staircase, you start from the beginning, right? By the time you get to the top of the stair, listen. The Lord just dropped this in my spirit. Let me tell you. If you've ever been to the Atlanta airport, right? If you've ever been to the Atlanta airport, when when you're taking a flight to leave and you get through security, not unless your flight is going out on T, but if you're going out on a different concourse other than T, and you get through security, you walk past all those people hoping that you got everything that you went into security with, because if you anything like me, so I got a roller bag, a book bag. Listen, when you get past those people, and make sure you got your belt, your shoe, your cell phone, your AirPods, there's an escalator that you go down. Now you could take the elevator if you want, but I'm not an elevator girl. So when you get there, there is an escalator that goes down. And if you get to the top of it and look down, that thing is huge. And anxieties of the airport is crazy. But in order to catch your flight and be on time, you have to take this escalator going down to catch that train to get to whatever concourse you're going to. But if you're afraid of heights, and if you're afraid, or if you be afraid, you're never going to take the escalator down. Now, again, if you've never taken a flight out of Atlanta, but you've taken a flight into Atlanta, when you get off the train on baggage to get to your car, to get to your ride, If you can remember, there is an escalator going up, and the escalator going up is just as high or even higher as that one going down. So let me tell you, in order for them to get you on that escalator, they have a huge digital screen at the top of it. So the whole time you going up, your focus is up. Your focus is on that screen. So listen, staircases are not just for stairs. Staircases, if you think about it mentally, and listen, none of this written down, y'all. I had none of this written down. It's like the soon as I said something about a staircase, it's like God just grabbed me and was like, listen, the obstacles that we think are too big for us, whether it's going up or going down, if you just look up and stay focused, he will take you wherever you want to go. I'm not preaching today, y'all. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But listen, the hardest thing for me at the gym is that Stairmaster. The hardest thing for me is the Stairmaster. And I'm telling y'all, every time I go to the gym, and I'm going to the gym today, I can guarantee y'all that my husband will put me and make me get on that Stairmaster. Between me, him, and Jaden, oh my goodness. Jaden turned his all the way up and he running up these steps like he bionic man. And I'm over there bent over, huffing and puffing like, oh my God, these steps. But let me tell y'all, the stair step is the hardest machine for me at the gym. Not that treadmill, not them weights. It's that stair step. If you never got on it, please get on it because it will save your life. But listen, every time I get on that stair step, I try my hardest to push. But this is what I wrote down as I started talking about these steps, right? I wrote down that the stair step is the hardest machine at the gym to me, but I'm empowered to climb it because every step is the reminder that growth doesn't happen on flat ground. It's in the burn. I'm speaking to somebody today, okay? It's in the burn. It's in the sweat. It's in the struggle where strength is built. Just like in life, the toughest climbs lead to the most rewarding and beautiful views. So today I tell y'all, I choose to keep stepping because I'm stronger than any challenge in my life. So if you needed some Monday motivation, this has been your Monday motivation or your cherry on top, whatever you want to call it. Take the steps, okay? Nothing is built on flat ground. You have to struggle. You have to go up. You got to look up. Okay? You going to sweat. Your thighs going to burn. Your heart going to burn. But I'm telling you, once you get the hang of it, the reward, it's like going up Stone Mountain. If you've never gone up Stone Mountain before, once you get to the top of Stone Mountain, it is a struggle to get up to it. And Stone Mountain, for some of y'all don't know, is this big mountain in Atlanta that you can climb it. There are no elevators, literally. I mean, I think they have a sky train or something, but you can climb it for exercise reasons. And when you get to the top and look out over the land and see what you've accomplished, and you look up, hey, Uncle Bill, and you look up, listen, it is an amazing thing. So again, this is your Monday motivation. The scripture, if you need to read it later, was Psalms 90 and 17. Take into account that stair step, y'all. The next time you see it, think about me and say, you know what? She told me that I'm going to be stronger if I just take the steps. So before we all need a tissue, let me move on. Let me move on because I promised y'all no crying today. So listen, again, today's Monday. Thanksgiving is Thursday. I got some questions for y'all because y'all know I'm special. I'm special. So I wanted to know, why is it that we eat turkey, and why is turkey um the meat of choice for Thanksgiving, right? Y'all gonna make my tea get cold. So I looked it up because I'm nosy and I wanted to know. So I researched it. And I found out that it- listen, we eat turkey because it makes for a celebratory centerpiece, right? And it was the biggest bird, other than chicken or beef. It was the biggest bird that they could cook and find to share with a whole bunch of people at what time. And it was cheaper than a cow or a pig. So that's why we decided to choose the turkey. And I found out because, again, y'all know I'm nerdy, that there is a female and a male turkey. I don't know. It was two. I thought maybe the turkey was something and then the hen was something else because I never researched birds before. But I found out that and female turkeys, they don't gobble, but they purr. Can you imagine seeing a turkey and it's purring like a cat? Like, wait a minute. So I'm telling you, I almost closed the book when I found out that female turkeys purr and don't gobble. I was confused. And then, um, yeah. And then I found out that turkeys were primarily bred for their feathers and not their meat. We took it upon ourselves to take their meat. And now I don't even know if they doing anything with turkey feathers, but I don't know. So in the comments, y'all, since we talking about Thanksgiving and these turkeys, what's on your menu? I asked over the weekend if you were one of the first people that arrived to the celebration, or do you be fashionably late, or are you one of those people that say, "Well, if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't." But which person are you? I asked you over the weekend, so thanks for participating in the poll because I had the very interesting responses. One person said they're the first person there because their mom is driving. Okay, your mom don't like to be late. I don't blame her. I want to see what you're doing, when you get there. So, in other news, um, I'm gonna pause for a moment because if you are on social media, listen, you can't be under a rock. Um, Yesterday, I saw that Bishop T.D. Jakes was having a medical emergency after his um, sermon yesterday. He sat down on a chair and he was praying. And while he was praying, um, he kind of like dropped his arms. And I watched it. And because my best friend's a doctor, we watched it together. And I asked her, I said, "Do you think, he's going to be okay?" And then in my spirit, he looked like he was either having a heart attack or a stroke, which I pray he didn't have either. But he did. It looked tough. It looked tough. So if you guys haven't heard, his family did make a video last night to say that he's recovering and he's resting. So we'll keep Bishop T.D. Jakes in our prayers. I hope that he's fine. Prayers go to his ministry family. I'm just glad that he was in a place surrounded by people that he loves that could come and aid him quickly, and get him the help that he needed because it could have went a totally different way. So I'm glad that the report so far is that he's doing well. Thank you all for joining. Oh my gosh, there's so many of you guys on. I'm loving the comments. I see um, some friends on that I have not seen in a while. So thank y'all for joining. And then listen, the one thing that got me this weekend, and I don't know when they got engaged, but to see that Megan Good and Jonathan Major are engaged, I was taken back. Like, she's 43, he's 35. Like, he was just in a scandal with his ex who, um yeah, she she had him arrested. She had him arrested, and he was charged with some stuff, but Megan was by his side like the whole time. So, but I heard that his ex dropped the charges. Grace, she dropped the charges, which I don't know how that works in the legal world. Like, if any of y'all in the legal world, like, how does that work when you say that when you say somebody has done something, they're charged with this thing, and then you come back and say, "Oh no, never mind. He didn't really assault me. He didn't really harass me." Like, I don't. I'm confused. Like, I'm confused. Like, and then the I don't know. I liked. Should I say this? I'm gonna say it because yeah. Oh, I'm so compelled. But listen, the vision of this show is for me to give y'all some raw conversation with the real feel, right? So I gotta say it. So I did like Megan Good when she was married to the pastor. I did. But I just didn't feel like she could be herself with the pastor. Y'all don't judge me. Don't judge me. But I'm saying I did like that they look good together. What up, Benjamin? I did like that they look good together, but I just didn't feel like she could be herself with him. So I could see why they broke up, right? But this Jonathan Majors dude, y'all, just something about him. It kind of, I don't know. I don't know. Like, there's so many people on social media saying so much about him. Like, some people think that he's gay, and then some people think that their relationship is strange. And I know that she stood by him the whole time through the court hearing, and then she just popped out of nowhere by the white way they're together. And now all of a sudden they're engaged, and it just doesn't seem like she's saying much, or she seems like man, she just seems like she's brainwashed. Like, like, usually I mean, I can't even explain it, but she seems like she's a real bright girl. Um, but for some reason, being with him, it, it's like he's taking over her identity, and she's becoming whoever he needs her to be. And I'm just so confused about that. So, Megan, what's going on, girl? Like, I get, again, she didn't really seem like, what up, DJ Memphis? She didn't seem like she could be herself when she was married to the pastor. So I get it. But this guy seems like and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with the bad boy, but it just seems it just seems like he's not for her. And so we're gonna keep an eye on this story to see if they really get married. I did see they got engaged, but you know, good luck to y'all. I wish y'all all the best. Yeah, come on, Megan. I don't know. I don't know if that's your guy. I don't know. We'll see. And on other topics, did you all see that our boy Cat Williams? Hmm. He purchased 117 acres of property that used to be a military base in Alabama. Okay, somebody pull out the onion so we can unpeel it. Come on. We talking Cat Williams, right? Cat Williams. Cat, if you don't know about Alabama, I don't know if that's a good place for you to have bought that property, but you bought it. Okay. It's got over 30 buildings and 300 million square feet of indoor space to create his own film studio. Now, I get it probably was cheap because, again, it's in Alabama. But with his history and his background, I really hope that he's going to be safe over there in Alabama, because I'm sure they're not going to play the music with him. But congratulations to you, Cat Williams. I wish you all the success, because listen, sometimes, look at God dropping this on me. Sometimes you have to start your own thing to put things in perspective and do what you want to do in order for it to run the way you want it to run. So you can be on a million platforms, you can be a co-host of a million shows, and people still don't respect you, or they still don't view you as a person of value. So I understand why he's gotten his own property, kind of like Tyler Perry. Listen, he said, forget it. I'm going to go buy a military base too, Tyler Perry. And he is, I mean, it's a whole situation. I'm still waiting on Tyler to open it up to the public so we can come and view some things. And even the studio that's down in Fayetteville here in Georgia. Like, if they didn't start their own thing, like how would they make their own money? Like, LA used to be the mecca for the movies. Now Atlanta is the mecca for the movies. You could go on any corner and listen, you'll be a extra and not even know you an extra. You would just be riding by and waving at the people. Okay? So anyway, good luck to Cat Williams. I hope he don't get into no trouble over there in Alabama. And listen, I just hope that he don't get into no trouble, because it tickled me when he said he don't even take mug shots no more. They just let him flip through the book and choose the picture that he want because he got so many of them. So listen, good luck to you, Cat. I'm gonna come out there and be an extra in something, or be a something in something over in Alabama. Now, did y'all hear? Because I posted a video over the weekend too, where I was skating, and I need to get back to skating because I really, 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 really miss it, and it's great exercise. But did y'all hear that Usher opened a skating venue in Las Vegas in the Venetian? He's partnered with a few people. And they also gave him the key to the city over there because he's Usher. But listen, so he took over a bar that used a day club that used to be over there. And then for the winter, his winter residency, and it's gonna run to 2025. So I need to go to Las Vegas. Now I need to figure out how am I gonna put my skates in this carry-on and this book bag, because I don't check a bag. So I want to go to Las Vegas, to the Venetian, to the skating ring that Usher just opened um, in Las Vegas. So if you see me going through the airport, Edge, hey, and I got my skates thrown over my shoulder, listen, just walk next to me, because you're gonna have your base on your back and I'm gonna have my skates on my back, and we go just walk through there to the airport. Yeah, so moving on, moving on. Need some more of my tea. Thank y'all so. Oh yeah, Gab, I want to go, girl. Whenever you're ready, get your skates ready. All right, so question. Back in the day, I used to live for Black Friday sales, right? Back in the day. Like, we used to plan all week which Black Friday sale we were gonna go to. And sometimes we would eat Thanksgiving, take a nap, be outside 3, 4, 5 in the morning. We'd have our we have our hot chocolate. It would be cold, so we would be wrapped up. So I want to know, is Black Friday still the same? Like, do y'all have a Black Friday crew? Do y'all have, some people that y'all ever camped out? Have y'all ever camped out for Black Friday? I never camped out, but I did listen, I've been to some 4 o'clock in the morning, stood in some lines, especially when the kids were younger, to get the $5 coats and the $3 pajamas. Like, when you got a bunch of kids, you had to do what you had to do, because guess what? That was going to be your Christmas present. But today doesn't seem like Black Friday sales are what they used to be. Like the prices that they have out there, like that stuff just don't really seem like it's like it's on sale. Like, and then everything is starting before Black Friday. So is it really a Black Friday sale? Right? And then are you working for a company that's open on Thanksgiving and the day after? Let me tell y'all, my company is open Thanksgiving and the day after. And they expect for us to show up to work and do some work. Listen, where are the owners of Chick-fil-A at? The ones that say, no, we're going to be closed on Sunday because, listen, it's Sunday. Where are the ones that say, it's Thanksgiving? We should be with our families. The Friday after, even if we don't want a Black Friday sale, we want to sit at the fire pit and eat the leftovers. Okay. Oh, Don, we supposed to be boycotting Black Friday? Please tell me more. I mean, I don't know. Amazon is having a Black Friday sale? Hmm. Mm. Oh yeah. I used to work at Sears too. Sears, K&G. Oh my goodness. See, Mike, you didn't have to do that. Let me tell y'all about when I used to work at K&G. So the day before Thanksgiving, we would close early, maybe about 6, 7 o'clock, right? Now you got me thinking. 6 or 7 o'clock, we used to close, and I probably shouldn't say the company name, but anyway, this retail place that I used to work back in the day, we used to close at 6 or 7 on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, right? So we would close, but we would still wouldn't go home until about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, right? Because even though the store was closed, we had to clean up because everybody that was in there that day was looking for their Thanksgiving outfit, and they would make a mess of the store because we're gonna get to Thanksgiving outfits in a minute. Don't worry. So we would spend extra time. They closed at 7, 6 or 7. We wouldn't get out of there till 9 or 10. So if you was the cook Wednesday night, you had to wait until you got home. Then you had Thanksgiving off where you spent the time with your family, whatever, whatever. But then you had to go to bed early because the store opened again at 5 or 6 in the morning for Black Friday. So you really didn't have a lot of time to be with your family on Thanksgiving because you was tired because you worked the night before. And then you had to get up early the morning after to work the Black Friday sales, right? So that was the whole reason that I left retail. I had enough because every holiday was the same. Like Christmas was the same. Like everybody would be in there like the day before Christmas and literally until you would have to shove these people out the store. You would have to turn off the lights to make them go home because we all wanted to go home because Christmas was the next day. But then the day after is when everybody opened up these gifts and found out that they didn't want it. So now they back trying to return it. The people bought it forever ago, or it wasn't even bought that year. And you like, we don't carry this. Like we cannot take this back. They didn't get this from us. Like it's it was such a thing, such a thing, such a thing. So Alexia, you aren't working no Black Friday for you this year. Girl, no Black Friday for me either. I'm just I don't know. I'm working on Friday anyway, and I don't want to get out there at no early in the morning. And they already pretty much having sales already. So if you have to buy something, then you might as well just buy it now because is Black Friday really worth it? I don't know. So remember when I said to y'all that Usher was open and then opening that skating ring in Las Vegas. So me and my daughter Gab was talking yesterday, and she was telling me that the historic Cascade skating ring that's over on the west side, they opened up a new rink this weekend on the east side. So I was like, okay, over there on Salem Road. And I don't I don't skate like I used to, but I need to get back to it because I really enjoy it and it's a good way to keep your heart rate up and get you some good cardio, because as we age, we need all the cardio we can get to keep our heart and our our blood pumping good. So I'm excited for the owners of Cascade um to have opened one over on the east side, because the one on the west side now, it gets so packed that it's hard to get a parking spot. It's hard to really enjoy yourself over there these days because it's always so packed. And then I'm not on the east side that much, but for some of y'all is not in Atlanta, if you never heard of Cascade, it's that movie that Ti when Ti was in the movie Roll Bounce. Um, they filmed the movie at Cascade, which is the one on the west side. So this weekend they open up the Cascade on the east side, which is on the opposite side of town. So Atlanta is split up between, like probably everywhere else too. They're split up between north, south, east, and west. Um, but yeah, so the historic movie, like it was funny. My uncle was here. My uncle Peanut was here one year for the hair show because he owns a cosmetology school in Indianapolis, and he's done hair for probably my whole life. And he came here and he's like, "Niece, I'm staying somewhere." And I was like, "Oh, great." And he's like, "Let's go to Cascade." And I'm like, Unc, you want to go to Cascade?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, let's go to Cascade." And I'm like, "Okay, well, we'll meet you over there." So me and my sister, we got in the car. He's got this picture with his hands held out, or he's standing in the front of the Cascade sign, because it's such a historic place. And we had the time of our lives that night. I mean, we skated and we skated and we skated. But I'm telling you, where I need to skate now between Vegas, I do want to go to Vegas. So if any of y'all want to go to Vegas, let's plan a trip. But where I want to go now is to New York. I want to take my skates to New York. I want to skate on the Rockefeller little rink, like not ice skating now. I want to take my roller skates. So listen, if y'all see me in the airport with my skates across my shoulder, don't judge me because ain't no telling what state. I mean, most people go places and um they collect souvenirs, but I want to go and take pictures of myself skating in these different states. Like, so if y'all see me on my social media, just like it and put a heart on it because I want to skate in New York. I want to skate in Las Vegas, and then I want to skate out of the country. So I need to figure out where they skating at out of the country because I already got my mind set on Canada. I got my mind set on. I want to go. God, I want to go to Toronto like so bad. I don't even know why. I just want to. I know I want to go to Toronto. So eventually, and yeah, God, you can go wherever I go, girl. You know you my side boo. So listen, time is getting short, but and I don't know if I'm allowed to put this out there yet because I haven't looked on her social media this morning. So I won't mention her name at this right now moment. But last week, I mentioned some friends that were musicians. And yesterday, I posted the gentleman that has his own stick line for drumsticks. I posted it. Um, so two things. Last night, my friend who's a musician, and I don't know that I can say her name yet, but at her show last night, her guy proposed to her, which was so amazing. When I got the text yesterday afternoon to say that it was happening yesterday night, I was like, of course, I'm going to be there. And if you need me to do anything or bring anything, please just let me know. Now, I wish that the DJ would have turned down the music just a little bit to make the moment as special as possible. But that right there is one wedding that I'm not going to miss. So I'm going to give it some time because it just happened last night. So I don't want to spill the beans on my show, but I am going to extend my words of congratulations. Black love is still real. Um, I've been in this married game a long time. I think we're on 16 years. January will be 17 years. So yeah, yeah, listen, Black love is still real. I'm so proud of them. You know, he's an amazing human. She's an amazing human. So they definitely have my blessings. I wish them all the best. Next Monday, I'll tell y'all the names. I've got the video of the proposal. I've sent it to them both last night. You know, thank my daughter Gab for going. Of course, Rick as always for joining. Um, the place was amazing. If y'all have ever been, it was rock steady. And man, I'm still waiting on tasting the food. It was so much going on in the room last night that I didn't want to order the food, and I had already eaten, you know, not too much before that, so I really wasn't hungry. Hey y'all, to my cousins, thank y'all for joining. So I had already eaten, so I didn't order any food, but it is my plan to go back there because on one side of the building, again, I'm in Atlanta, a place called Rocksteady. The front side of the building is um, a restaurant, and the back side of the building, they have a kind of like a club type of situation. And I know some of y'all are like, you know, you go to the club. Yes, I do go to the club um, because sometimes the people that you should be speaking to and ministering to are not always within the sanctuary. And sometimes you have to come outside of the walls of the church and extend your light to other people because guess what? You have to meet people where they are. And I am a believer that I'm always going to meet you where you are. I'm never going to judge you. If you want to talk, we can talk. Listen, I'm working on some certifications for myself. So when people do roll up on me and say, hey, you know, I got this thing, you know, I'm going to say, make an appointment, come by and see me. Let's talk about it, you know, because sometimes people put you on the spot to address some of the deepest things that they have going on. And sometimes, you know, if you've ever gone to see, oh, Jesus, if you've ever gone to see a therapist, right? Most of the time, the therapist is going to ask you some open ended questions. And they aren't asking you open ended questions because they want to be nosy or pry in your business. No, they are asking you open ended questions. I'm not going to say it's all therapists, but most times, um, therapists they have a relationship, you know, with God or the higher power or whoever you believe in, but I believe in God. So most therapists to me they're gifted to hear the unspoken. So when they're asking you open-ended questions, they're asking you these things to put things together to understand how they can help you either overcome some stuff or learn how to live with some stuff or you know they aren't just listening to you to gather this information that they never gonna use, right? No, these people are actually gathering this information so they can help you. So again, I'm going to work on some certifications because I help a lot of people. And some of these people just catch me off guard with some of this stuff that they talk about. And I like right now, I'm not going to tell too many people's business, but right now, there's a young lady that I'm so passionate about wanting to help her because she, you know, I can contest that I don't friend people easily. Like that's not my thing. I'm not going to tell you all of my business in a lunch sitting. Like the time it takes you to get a meal, eat the meal and leave, you're not going to know my life story because I'm not that type of person. I give you what I want you to know, let you chew on that. And if I feel like you are okay to hear more things, then and have that kind of relationship, then I'll share more things with you. But I'm not going to tell you all of my business in one sitting because a lot of people can't handle all the things that I've been through. They can't handle it. So I can't just drop everything on them at once. You know, Like they have these things that are called icebreakers, right? Where you come to a meeting and you tell them either something, two things true and one thing that's a lie, right? So I'm not going to just instantly get out there and be like, oh, this about me. No, 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 no. Okay. If you are in my personal if you have personal things that you know about that I've told you about me, we have a relationship that way, because I don't just go out here and share my life, And Crystal, like I listen, we've been through some things. And when some people ask you, how are you doing today? You're not gonna just say, you're not gonna just totally dump on them, right? You either gonna leave it on the surface, oh, I'm okay today, or oh, God dropped so many things into my spirit as I talk. So a wise woman, and you called me a wise woman, Alexia, but you are a wise woman. When I did the first show, she called me and she said, how are you doing? And instantly I said, and you don't know, but this really stuck with me that day, and it stuck with me every day after. She said, how are you feeling? How are you doing? And I said, I'm fine. I'm doing great. I'm excited. And she was like, well, next time when I ask you that, like it has to be a feeling. Like you have to respond with the feeling. And if I'm getting this wrong, then just type it in the comments so I could get it right. But she said, when I ask you, like I want your response to be an actual feeling of how you're feeling. So if you're feeling excited, say you're excited. If you're feeling something, then express it. And so be careful of the people that y'all have in your life that are in your immediate circle. Be careful, because if you are the only one in the circle that is always encouraging everybody in your circle, who on earth is going to cover and encourage you? Who in the world is going to tell you, um, you need to think about this. You need to know your emotions. You need to speak your emotions. You need to, express your emotions, because you can't dump on listen, you can't dump on everybody. You can't dump on, and if people say to you, how are you today? You gauge that person and see if they are just asking you, for surface reasons, how are you? Then cool, answer surface. I'm straight, I'm good, whatever, and you keep it moving. But if they are that person, your accountability person, the person that you count on to actually be honest and truthful with, which reminds me, cousin, my man, we got to talk because I ain't talked to you in a minute. So uh, I'm trying to work it out, but I need to come up there one weekend. So we need to have a heart to heart. I miss it. I need to dump on you. Sorry. So listen, just know your circle. Know your circle. So two things. There is a charity, and I don't know if my Uncle Bill is still on. I hope he is, but if he's not, there is a charity that my Uncle Bill, my Uncle William, and my Aunt Cherry do every year for Christmas. And they live in Indiana. I'm originally from Gary, Indiana, and they live in Indiana. And what they do is they take um, a group of kids that are less fortunate, and they put together a chart, and they ask every year for us that have an extra couple of dollars or whatever to either make a financial donation or to pick a square and um and support a kid, or sponsor and sponsor a kid for a gift or whatever they have in that square. So if you're interested, I know yesterday when I saw it, they're looking for 27 people to help, and they have 27 kids, I think, to help support. I'm going to be on my social media this week to repost that. So if you're interested, if you have my number, text me and let me know that you're interested. If you don't have my number, my business line is 404 What is my number? I don't know. I don't know the number right now. So email me at conversations with an S, conversations underscore unplugged at outlook.com. If you're interested in being a blessing to these kids, yesterday when I looked, they have 27 kids that they're trying to sponsor, or 27 blocks that they're trying to fill. If you cannot um, purchase something, then you're welcome to make a monetary donation. Listen, all of us are blessed, but you aren't blessed if you aren't blessing someone else. So it's always a blessing to help somebody, definitely when it's kid related, definitely when it's around the holidays, because remember, I said to you, if you don't remember anything else I've said to you in the last couple of weeks, I said to you that November and December are the toughest times of the year because people are losing people in record numbers, and some people they aren't coping well. So if you have a friend that you um haven't checked on in a while, make sure you check on your friends. If you can FaceTime them, if they allow you to FaceTime them, then FaceTime them. See their actual face to say, how are you really doing? Make them express their emotions to you. Um, just catch up. Like, you don't have to call them, what are you doing? How do you feel? No, no, no. Just casually check on your friends, check on your people, and make sure that if you got a extra seat at your table, that you can invite them over for Thanksgiving, invite them over for Christmas, have a lunch, get some tea, listen, some coffee, whatever you got a hole in my lip. Whatever you can share. Listen, I am breathing so much better today because I chose not to light that candle. Something about candles, and Rick has told me over and over, and he sent me a million articles on candles, but they have a serious effect on my sinuses. So today I did not light a candle, so I'm not as nasally as I usually am because the candle is not burning today. But this tea, y'all, is the bomb. So shout out to um my daughter-in-law and my son Mike, because I still have this loose tea that y'all got me, I think, last winter. So I need to go back to that store to get some more tea because that tea is really good this morning. So yeah, y'all have made this hour go by so quickly. I don't even want to let y'all go. Like, thank y'all for joining me. And let me say my thank yous again since I'm at the end. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I started this show, Conversations Unplugged, which is a space that I created for myself on my own platform. Yes, it will get better as the weeks go by. Um, but my first show ran on November the 11th. It is already at 1,000 views. The show that I ran last Monday already at 960 plus views already. So please, 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 when you log off of this, share it, tag it, um, repost it, let a friend know. Uh, Listen, let somebody know that Cherry Red is back on my own platform supporting me. The December calendar is still open. Excuse me, this December calendar is still open. Um, yeah, I appreciate you all. I love you all. I love, 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 love you all for your support, for all of your encouragement, your texts, your phone calls, your emails. Continue to support me as I support you. And as I've said in the beginning, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a content creator, if you are an artist, and please stay tuned for my December events, my January events. Um, my son don't know it, but he's gonna be my DJ. I'm working on some things now to do a talent thing um, at a local place here. I'm just trying to get the night that I can do my own hosting worked out because I'm serious about your future as you are about mine. I'm starting out here, but in soon to come, you'll probably see me hosting somewhere else. So, yeah, again, the person that started Amazon, they started in their 40s. The person that started Home Depot, they started in their 40s. So it's never, ever, ever too late to start. Whatever your dreams are, whatever your heart desires, whatever you have, whatever God has said and has showed you the plan, write the vision, make it plain, take the first step. Like I told y'all before, Martin Luther King said it to us perfectly. You don't have to see the whole staircase to make the first step. I love y'all. Until next week, be good. Oh.